It's hosted nearly every notable Kiwi band, about 250,000 music lovers, and even a proposal. But now, after almost 2 electric decades, Homegrown has outgrown its own home. The festival showcasing Kiwi artists is leaving the capital, the organiser citing its ever-growing audience members and performances being increasingly pushing into every corner of Wellington's fixed-sized waterfront. Back in 2008, Tiki Tane was the first artist attached, I think, to the inaugural festival, and he performed then on the Park stage with a 30-plus kapahaka group led by his dad. Also that year, she had Cora, the Feelers, Op Shop, LMNOP, Lady Six, amongst others, played. The only act that has been on the bill ever since the beginning is Sunshine Sound System. But as I said, the last Homegrown in the capital kicks off today, 2 days of the biggest and the best on 5 stages. And the festival's director is Andrew Tuck, and he joins me now. Andrew, g'day, mate.
Good afternoon, Leah. How are you?
Oh, well, look, more importantly, I mean, I'm good, but how are you? How are you feeling?
Oh, we're feeling great. We're just doing a sound check now for the symphony, and it sounds absolutely amazing.
Nice.
So we're the team's pumped.
Do you get
they're actually singing and playing, and they're doing the whole thing. So it's fantastic.
Is this thing on too? Andrew, do you get nervous, my friend? I mean, I know you do. You've done this a long time, but do you get butterflies? Is it excitement or nerves? A bit of both.
I get excited. I really enjoy being on the ground, and we spend a year working on it. So to finally get it over the line is always fantastic. But yeah, surrounded by a great team, so it's good.
Well, it's a well-oiled machine now, I can imagine. Was I correct in saying Sunshine Sound System has played every festival?
Yes, he has.
and this weekend as well, I see, which is awesome.
Yes, he is. He's back.
That is bloody brilliant. Andrew, can I go back a bit first, and can you give us Homegrown's kind of origin story, which I believe began, was it in the 1990s, with a guy called Mark Wright and an annual extreme sports festival? Is that kind of where it started?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I started working for Mark when we started the X Games or X Air in 2000. And in 2004, we moved from Hamilton to Wellington. Yeah. And we had New Zealand bands playing. We had Blind Spot play. We had a variety of New Zealand bands, and that always went really, really well, and people loved it. And then in 2007, we thought, hey, shall we slide towards the music side and away from the extreme sports? So we took a punt, and everyone said it would only last 2 years because New Zealand music wasn't strong enough. And we started off with 12,000 people and a couple of stages and just grew it from there. And yeah, now it is the iconic event it is now.
Yeah. And when Homegrown was born officially, I think like 2008, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but local radio stations kind of scoffed at playing New Zealand music back then, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. You'd only hear New Zealand artists on the radio, 2 or 3 times a day. And now it's 20% of what radios are playing. So it's absolutely fantastic for the industry.
And I reckon Homegrown, had a big hand in that as well, obviously supporting Kiwi music over those years. Between then and now, Andrew, let's talk ticket sales. They've gone from what to what?
From 12,000 up to 25,000.
Jeez. And
so
same
doubled in size.
Yeah. And same with stages. You've had to add more, obviously.
Yes. No, we're up to 5 stages now across the entire 1 kilometre of the waterfront that we use.
So you have said that the thing about festivals, talking about Homegrown, but all of them, is they've got to keep evolving. Do you think you've achieved that?
Yes, we do. Yeah, no, we think over the years that we've always been able to mix up about 20% of the site, make things bigger or change direction or orientation or the experience. And we've kind of got to the point in the last couple of years where we haven't been able to do that. It's just become, if we do anything different, we're going backwards. So we've kind of got it to its absolute peak running. And that was the reason for making the decision to move, was so that New Zealand music could keep living for another 18 years.
Good stuff. Hey, is it cool to have witness bands that have pretty much kind of cut their teeth at Homegrown? I'm thinking like of 660 and Drax Project, which are now headliners. I mean, that's cool.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. Another one's Devil Skin. Started playing first, playing second. and now they headline and they tour and they do all these things, and it's one of the things that brings joy to us, is to know that somebody that was getting paid minimal is now getting paid well and really enjoying the music they play.
And speaking of headliners too, Andrew, it's there tomorrow night on the Jim Beam Rock stage. It will be their final show ever, correct?
Yes, it is, yes.
Oh, man. I mean, not just for Homegrown, this is it. Are they calling it quits? That's no more Shehad.
No more, yeah. No. John Toogood is all going in different directions, and I guess that's what's happened, and I think we're very fortunate that they've stayed together as long as they have and entertained so many audience public.
Yeah. Can I have some personal highlights, Andrew? I mean, there's probably so many for you, but have you got a few or one at least that really sticks in your mind?
I've actually got a couple. I was just chatting with some friends the other day, and these two that came to mind. One was around 2013 or 14. We had a massive cyclone came through, and we got hit with 150k winds 2 days before, and we got absolutely pummeled. Broke marquee legs, and people came down and looked at it and said, "Look, you're done. You're not going to be able to rebuild." And we put the team together, and we just absolutely everyone busted, and we put the last peg in the ground as the gates opened at 1:00 on Saturday. So that was one of the highlights of the team. It absolutely blew my mind, and then the other one was when we gave a minute's silence after the mosque shooting the week after, and we managed to get everyone to be quiet, be silent, and you could actually hear a pin drop. And I know you have a moment of silence a lot of times, but never at a concert. So to be able to pull that off, I just looked at that and went, that's just magic. It shows how much everyone had respect and love for Aotearoa. So
isn't it amazing? And I suppose that leads nicely into me asking, have you been blown away by the support from Kiwis that go to Homegrown? I mean, I speak to people who have never missed, pretty much have never missed a show.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely amazing. And again, I think that goes down to the quality of the artists that we have now, and people loving to support local. And it's absolutely it's overwhelming sometimes, and very humbling. So it's very cool.
Oh, well, Andrew, you did mention, if I circle back, you said, you came to the decision because you want to keep evolving, and you've squeezed every inch out of the Wellington waterfront, and there's just nowhere to go unless you can walk on water. So, I mean, there have been suggestions for the next chapter, Napier, Auckland, Tauranga, Gisborne, New Plymouth, Christchurch. Where are you going, Andrew?
I'd love to be able to give you that answer, but I actually don't know yet either.
Exclusive on the show. Oh, really?
So we've sent it out to a variety of different councils, and we wanted to make sure that everyone had the opportunity to pitch for their city, as into why their city would be the one for the next 18 years. So they will finish next week, and then we're hoping to go through those, go visit a couple of cities, just to make sure that we haven't missed anybody out by not knowing what we don't know. So we're going to have a look at a couple of those, and then we're looking to make an announcement at the end of April about where that's going, and hopefully we can kick off from there with some excitement.
I mean, I bet, Andrew, you've had people kind of saying, "Hey, it's not fair for the South. Come to the South."
I've had all of them.
Everything. Come to the sunny North. Come to Gizzy.
Yes.
Yeah. I bet.
Yes.
It's whatever you choose. Some will be super happy, some won't be. I get it, but they'll make it there. I mean, a waterfront's not you're not particularly looking for water again, are you, Andrew?
I'll take water again. No, it's fine.
Yep.
It's just going to come down to the space, and again, it's not about necessarily fitting more people in, but it's been able to chop and change designs and, add things that are exciting, festival, carnival rides, more different sorts of foods. We've got to be able to keep adding things that add to the experience. Yeah. Because, the nation's moving so fast now. If we are a bit lackluster or a bit boring, we'll soon lose its appeal. So we just got to keep making sure that those things are always really exciting, people look forward to it, and that their experience is second to none.